You should be in jail for that. Veronica Roth, yeah, jail time for what you did with the ending of that book. Why would you do that? Look at that. It's reeling me in. I'm like a fish on a hook. He literally ends up with hair underwear in his pockets. He wasn't the kind of grumpy way you like it, you know. I was just kind of like, oh god, like get over yourself. So many freaking options. This is ridiculous. Why do I do this to myself? The indie edition has this stunning design. This is so handy that I don't even have to get one. Oh god, there's so many options. What do I choose? I need to calm down. It's not that serious. And welcome back to a new video. So today I am going to be using my recently refreshed TBR jar to choose my June TBR, and I'm very excited about it because if you haven't seen it yet, because it's either not up before this video is or it is up and you haven't already watched it, go and check out my monthly reset video because we did a whole new bunch of different prompts and completely just refreshed this TBR jar. So I am very excited. If the video isn't already up, it will be coming after this one, but yes, I am so excited about all the prompts I have in here. I have so many fun ones, and I haven't done a TBR jar since April, I think, because I've mostly just been mood reading, but we are so back. Like, I am so back in my reading era, and I am just so excited for all the fun books we're going to choose today. I also have a few books that I know I'm going to reach for in the month of June that I'll also talk about towards the end of the video, but let's go ahead and choose our books. So I am going to choose a total of 5 out of this TBR jar, and yeah, let's get into it. Okay, so let's do a little shuffle. I'm scared. Okay, so we have our first prompt, so let's see what it is. Okay, so our first prompt is an indie book. So I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna do an indie romantasy because they're my favourites. They're always the funnest to read. So coincidentally, I have a lot of my indie fantasy books behind me on this shelf because I also did a mini bookshelf reorganisation in my monthly reset. So all of my romantasy paperbacks are now here. So let's choose one. This is so handy that I don't even have to get up. Oh, this is going to be so hard to choose because I have so many good ones here. Okay, this one I have been really excited to get to ever since I found it. I just randomly came across this one on, I think it was TikTok or Instagram, and besides that I've never had anyone talk about this. Like, I've not seen any other content creators that I watch talk about this book, and I don't know, it just sounds so freaking good. So this could be a potential contender. Oh, okay, I really want to start this series, so maybe this one too. And is there any others? Oh, okay, maybe this one because I love this author. Okay, so we have 3 books we could choose from. So we have Thief of Silver and Souls by Eva Chase, and this is the first book in the Rights of Possession series. Now, can we just take a moment to appreciate how beautiful that cover is? But look, the indie edition has this stunning design on the edge, which I did not know I was getting. So when I first opened this, I was ecstatic that it came with this little sword on the side. I just love swords, and nothing does it for me like a good tagline on the back of a book. What if it takes a monster to save a kingdom? Like, instantly I'm intrigued because that means she's obviously going to be a little bit villainous maybe, or a bit morally grey, or maybe have some kind of dark power or ability, and that is one of my favourite things in a fantasy. So I'm already so excited just from that one line on the back of the book. So essentially our main character has some kind of like rogue magic that actually ends up killing her little sister. So as a result, she kind of hides in the shadows. She steals from all these corrupt people in this kingdom, and kind of like a Robin Hood vibe. She helps the needy and stuff, but her magic is like outlawed in this kingdom. So obviously if she's found, then the consequences will not be good. But it says here, it seems like a decent plan until I try to help a dying noblewoman and somehow steal her soul instead. I'm sorry, but this just sounds so freaking good. Now her ghost is demanding I take up the quest that got her killed, exposing a conspiracy at the Royal College to unleash a deadly power on the entire kingdom. A Royal College? A conspiracy? A mystery? This is just ticking off everything I want in a fantasy book. Do I want to infiltrate the cutthroat world of haughty elites? Gods no. But if I can save the kingdom, I could save my own soul too. So I'll pose as a refined lady, attending their classes and fancy balls, sneaking and spying like a land on the streets, but I can't tackle this threat alone. I'll need to win the trust of the dead woman's allies four arrogant noblemen. Four damaged yet dangerously enticing men. No matter what they stare, in my heart I can't afford to let them get too close. But if they discover the monstrous things I'm capable of, saving my soul will be the least of my worries. Yeah, this sounds so good. So this one is a very, very strong contender. Then we have the first book in the Fae Academy for Spy series, which is Avalon Tower by C.M. Crawford and Alex Rivers. Now, I don't really know anything about the plot except for it's clearly set at some kind of academy. The reason I originally wanted to read this is because I think I saw Emmy read this in a reading vlog and it sounded so good. But not just that, I've read quite a few of C.M. Crawford's books and I love them every single time. They are so bingeable. Like, if you are looking for a KU author that writes like fantasy and romantasy with books that are really fast paced and you can just fly through, then this is definitely the author for you. I've never read anything by Alex Rivers though, so I'm really intrigued. So the main reason I want to read this is just because I am craving a good C.M. Crawford book. So I also feel like this one's a really strong contender. This is going to be very hard. I'm only on the first prompt. And then we have the Legacy series, Reign of Shadows and Endings by Melissa K. Roerich. I don't know anything about this series except for it has everyone in a chokehold. Like, everyone is obsessed with this. I've heard it's amazing. I think it's got darker undertones to it. And I'm really in the mood to get into a good series. And should I be starting another series? Absolutely not. But will I anyway with probably a lot of these books? Absolutely. So I don't know. I don't know which one to choose. This is so hard. I think I'm going to go Avalon Tower because I feel like this would be a very, very fast read, which is what I'm in the mood for. One I can just fly through, and I think the second book is out. I don't know how many books there are, but I know the second book is out at least. Maybe there's a third. I really don't know. But this was very kindly gifted to me by Charlotte. Thank you so much, Charlotte, if you are watching. But I think we're going to pick this one, and I'm so excited. Okay, on to the second prompt. Let's see what we get. Oh no, these are all flying out the jar and stuck together. This is what I get for using sticky notes. Our second pick is a romance. Ooh, okay, fab, because I definitely love to read romance in summer. And I have a good few options we could go for. This is going to be tricky. Let me go and choose a few options from my shelf and we will see which one we will choose. Okay, so we have two options that I'm equally excited for. So the first one is Out on a Limb by Hannah Bonham Young. I know this one has disability rep. It also has the pregnancy trope, and that's the main reason I want to read this is because I am pregnant and I was very, very anti books with the pregnancy trope in because it just was not for me. It's not something I ever wanted to read, not something I enjoyed. But obviously now that I am pregnant, it is now something I do want to read about in romance books, and I'm taking full advantage of that fact. So yeah, that's actually all I know about this one. So I'm pretty sure I originally saw Leah read this and she loved it and has raved about all of this author's books since. And I don't know, I just really want a good romance, and everybody loves this. Like, everybody always gives this 5 stars. So it is one that's high up on my priority list. But then we have this one, which is one that's been on my TBR for the last like 2 or 3 summers, and that is Every Summer After by Carly Fortune. And the reason I want to read this is because the new one just came out. I think it's Golden Summer. I'll pop the cover here, and I'm pretty sure it's like a companion or a sequel to this one, but you can read it on its own. I might be getting a mix up because she has like another 3 books out, but I'm pretty sure it is to this one. But either way, I want to read this one first. I think I want to film a summer romance reading vlog where I read all of these books and some other ones. So yeah, maybe I will pick this one and we will start that vlog in June as well. But the only thing I know about this is that it has like the perfect summer vibes. It's set at a lake, we have romance. I think it's set over 5 summers from what I remember. And yeah, that's kind of like all I know. But it does say in the bottom, told over the course of 5 years and 1 weekend, every summer after is a big sweeping look at love and the people and choices that mark us forever. So I feel like this sounds so good and I'm really in the mood for a good summer romance. So I think I am going to choose this one. And I'm very excited about it because, yeah, I'm so in the mood for a good, like, summer-themed read. Okay, on to our third prompt. Okay, so our third prompt is 2+ years on my bookshelf. Ooh, okay, a lot of books have been on my shelf for 2+ years. Okay, let's see. Oh, God, there's so many options. What do I choose? This is the problem with these kind of, like, prompts because I have so many unread books. And I don't know what to choose. Oh my god, this is so hard. I don't even know where to look on my shelves. I need to calm down. It's not that serious. Okay, I think I picked one, and this is a really random pick, and I don't know for sure if I will get to this because it's from a genre that I do absolutely love. Like, one of my favourite elements of any book is when there's a mystery or like a thriller element. Like, I love that in my books because it really propels you to read and grips you. So I don't know why I don't read more thrillers, but I did say this year I wanted to, and I feel like summer is a perfect time to. And this one is like a summery thriller, and that is Reckless Girls by Rachel Hawkins. So this one has been on my shelf, I think, for like 3 or 4 years. I got this from Book of the Month when I did like a video with them, and I'm pretty sure it was like a little under 4 years ago. So this has definitely been on my shelf for more than 2 years, but it is quite short. It's kind of summery, which is perfect for the month of June. Now, all I know about this is that like there's 6 people who go to this island, and it's a very like secluded island, and I think that starts to make them a little bit like paranoid, and you know, really builds the tension anyway. Someone goes missing and then another one of them turns up dead. The remaining friends wonder what dark currents lie beneath this impenetrable paradise and who else will be swept under its secluded chaos. With its island gothic sensibility, sexy suspense and spine-tingling reimagining of an Agatha Christie classic, Reckless Girls will wreck you. So this sounds so good. I'm pretty sure Rachel Hawkins is actually a pen name for another author. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure this is the same author as Erin Sterling, but I might have made that up, but I'm sure it's the same person. But anyway, I'm very, very excited about this one. I feel like it's nice to add something I wouldn't normally pick up, and who knows, maybe this will be like a really, really fun book to read. Okay, on to our 4th prompt. Let's see what we've got here. Okay, so let's see. Our 4th prompt is a cover you love. Okay, again, so many freaking options. This is ridiculous. Why do I do this to myself? Okay, so we have 4 books that I've narrowed it down to, which was very difficult. So these ones are all, well, I was going to say they're all a bit different. 2 of them are pretty much the same. But the first one we have is this one, which is A Risk Gone Forever by N.S. Perkins. And I don't know for sure if this one is set during summer, but the cover is giving me those vibes. And I just really love this cover. I think it's stunning. So I read this book by N.S. Perkins a couple of years ago. It's one of my all-time favourite romances and summer romances. This has the same vibes, like aesthetic-wise, as The Summer I Turned Pretty, but a million times better, and it had me crying. It is one of the best romances I've ever read. The writing is beautiful. It is so underhyped. Like, it is truly incredible. So go and read it if you haven't and you're looking for a really good summer romance. But I really want to read all of her other books, and I have 4 in total on my shelf, and I've been meaning to get to another one for a while. So I love this cover. I figured I'd pick it up. Don't know too much about this one and don't know if it is set during summer, but this one follows Matthias, and it says he's a new caretaker for his mother with ALS. This like 20-something girl comes in whose mum's like adamant is gonna help. Her name is Adelaide, and she just needs like this job to be able to continue supporting her family and stuff. But I think feelings develop between the 2 of them. So yeah, it's a short one, and like I said, I loved her writing in the other book that I read. So this one could be a really good one. And then we have Heartless by Elsie Silver, and I think the reason I love this cover is just evident because look how stunning it is. This is the stunning Fairy Loot edition. This is the 2nd book in the, oh my god, I forgot the series name, Chestnut Spring series. I've read the 1st book. I really enjoyed it. I read it I think in like 1 sitting, and that was like 2 years ago, so I've been meaning to get back to this series for a while. And I did very briefly start the audiobook for this one, but I put it on pause and I wasn't like obsessed with it, I'm not gonna lie. Like, the guy was just being very like, he's grumpy and I get it, but he was like just silly grumpy. Like, it wasn't the kind of grumpy way you like it, you know. I was just kind of like, oh god, like get over yourself when I was listening to it. But then meet cute is very funny. He literally ends up with her underwear in his pockets. So it's very funny meet cute. I did like that, very entertaining. But she ends up becoming like a nanny, I think, for the summer, and obviously feelings develop. He's very cold and all that, she's very sunshine, so it's very like Grumpy Sunshine-esque. But yeah, this one is a potential. And then we have 2 romantices. So we have The Wind Weaver by Julie Johnson. This is another stunning Fairy Loot edition. This is from, I think, the April box, and honestly I just love all of the art in it. This one just sounds so fun. It says, a prophecy reignited, a storm unleashed, a love that could shatter everything. Again, another tagline that just is reeling me in. I'm like a fish on a hook. And she basically has to like master her power and stuff. And it has like forbidden romance with some kind of commander and stuff. I don't know. It just sounds really, really good. And then the other one I have is A Fire in the Sky by Sophie Jordan. Another stunning Fairy Loot Romantasy edition. I love this cover as well because it has a dragon on it and look how pretty the back is. So this one I actually want to listen to on audio because I've heard the audiobook is really good. And this is actually quite a short one. And I'm starting to get back into my audiobooks again, so this would be a really good contender for an audiobook. Honestly, I think it could be down to these 2, and I really don't know which one to pick because they're so different. Am I in the mood for like a nice summer romance, or am I in the mood for a good old romantasy? I feel like I'm in the mood for both, which does not help my decision. I feel like we do need another romantasy, but I feel like I could pull another prompt that I could get like a romantasy pick for. So I think I'm gonna go for Risk on Forever, because this one has been on my shelf for like 2-ish years now, and I just really want to read another book by this author, and I feel like this one will be just like a nice fun short read. You know those summer days where you're just like lying outside all day in the sun and you just sit and read a book in a single sitting? I feel like this is one of those books, and I feel like that's why I should add it. So I'm gonna go for this one, A Risk on Forever by N.S. Perkins. Okay, we're on to our 5th and final prompt, so let's hope it's a good one. Let's hope it's a prompt I can choose a romantasy for. So we have a free pick, so we can choose a romantasy. So I think I'm gonna pop on Wind Weaver to my TBR, which is perfect, so I don't have to get up again and go to my shelves. So yeah, we're gonna choose Wind Weaver. Like I said, I don't really know much about this, and I am finding more and more with my fantasy books, I love to go into them with a very kind of brief idea of what they're about, because I just like being surprised. And I don't know, like I don't want to read too much into this. I did read the synopsis for this book when I originally unboxed it, but I've since forgotten. So all I know is that like she has some kind of ability, and she has to kind of, I think she has to work with like this commander, but also try and resist like falling for him at the same time. And I don't know, I just think it's going to be a really fun read. This edition is absolutely stunning. Like I'm honestly in love with it. Like even the design as well under the dust jacket, look at that. It is so pretty. I don't know, I'm in the mood for a good old romance, and I feel like this is exactly what I'm looking for, without even knowing really what it's about. So we're gonna choose Wind Weaver by Julie Johnson, and I am very happy with this selection. So we have our 5 books picked out from our TBR jar, so I'll quickly just summarise the books we're going to be reading, and then I'll also tell you about 3 other books that I am also currently reading and will be finishing in the month of June, as well as just like some other books that I'm going to be getting to for other vlogs that I'm working on. So first we have Every Summer After by Carly Fortune. We have Avalon Tower by C.N. Crawford and Alex Rivers. We have A Risk on Forever by N.S. Perkins. And then we have Reckless Girls by Rachel Hawkins and Wind Weaver by Julie Johnson. So we have quite the mix. We've got 2 romantasies, we've got 2 romances, and a thriller, which I just feel like is such a perfect mix of books. Like these are going to be so fun. I am honestly so excited to read these books. Let me know down below if you've read any of these and what your thoughts were, and which one you think I should start with, because I don't know, they all sound amazing for different reasons. And now moving on to my current reads that I will be finishing up in the month of June. So first we have Silver Elite by Danny Francis. So this has been quite the controversial read recently, because apparently this is a pen name by a best-selling author, but we don't know who. Which there can be some problems with that, but also many authors use pen names for a long time for various reasons, so who knows who it is. I would love to know what author this is though. I don't really have an idea per se, personally, and I am a little over halfway through this book. I am currently on page 299, but it is very fun. It is very Divergent-esque, so if you're looking for a book to fill that Divergent shaped hole in your heart, like We All Pretend the 3rd book does not exist in that series. I didn't even read it after I found out how that ends. Like, you should be in jail for that. I can't remember the author's name. What's the author's name? Veronica Roth? Yeah. Jail time for what you did with the ending of that book. Why would you do that? Like, why? Honestly, I'm just gonna stop now, because I'm gonna get really worked up, and I do not need to. But I feel like if you're looking for something to make up for that, and you want something with the same vibes, with like almost a dystopian feel, you know, kind of war college vibes, military-esque, then this is the book for you. It focuses more on the military stuff than it does anything else, and it is described as enemies to lovers. Now, considering I'm over halfway through, the romance isn't really romancing yet, there's just a bit of tension there. So I'm hoping, like this chunk I have left, the romance will really develop and be good, but not too rushed. But I don't know, I'm a little worried, I can't lie. This is one of those books that takes absolutely no brain power. Like, it is so fun. We have mods who are like humans who are basically like modified in some way. They have different abilities like telekinesis and stuff, and then we have the rare ones, which are inciters, I think the phrase is, which our main character is, and those ones are like extremely feared and usually killed or forced to work for this like horrible general who has taken over everything, and basically like mods are ostracized and killed. And we have our main character who is now behind enemy lines, forced to train in this elite program and become a Silver Elite, unbeknownst to everyone that she is a mod. So yeah, it's very, very fun, very Triss and 4 coded from Divergent. Like, not necessarily a copy of that though. I would say this still has its own originality, but it's very much has those vibes, and I'm having a great time with it. So I am filming a reading vlog for this because it is my Patreon book club pick for the months of May and June. So we are reading this book, we have a Discord, I'm filming a reading vlog. You can head to my Patreon if you want to join us in reading this anytime you like. But I'm having such a fun time. And then kind of following on with the same sort of vibe with another dystopian is Shatter Me by Tahira Murphy. I am currently only 117 pages into this, so I'm on chapter 20, having a great time. The reason I am reading this one and will be finishing it during the month of June is because I am filming a vlog reading every single book in this series, and there are a lot of books in this series. I think there's 8 in total, but I could be wrong. The newest one, Watch Me, just came out, and I don't know, I just feel like I really want to read this series because everyone loves Warner. And when I first read this, it was like, I think 5 or 6 years ago. I didn't really know anything about it, and I didn't enjoy it. I really didn't enjoy it. I really hated the crossing out of lines in here like this, the repetitiveness of the main character and everything. But that was my mistake because I did not read the author's note, which explains why that is in here. And now I understand why that is in there. I'm on board. Like, it is so clever, and the author, honestly, Tahira Murphy, is a genius for the way she's using this to show character growth on our character becoming stronger and developing like a sense of self again. It's so clever. So now that I read the author's note and I understand the context behind that, I can go into this with a different look, and I'm enjoying it so much more this time around. So very excited to continue reading this. I don't know when that vlog will be up because obviously it's going to take me a while to film it. It's a lot of books, but I'm going to be finishing this one and then moving on to the second book, hopefully finishing that, maybe more, maybe less, I don't know. We'll see where the month takes us, but I will be reading this series throughout June, and I'm very, very excited. And then the next book is A Fate Inked in Blood by Danielle Jensen. So I don't know where I'm up to in this. It's a lot further than that because I only have like an hour of the audiobook left. One of my friends recommended that I listen to this via audio. Thank you. Thank you, because the audiobook is so good. I knew it would be because I have listened to The Bridge Kingdom, the first and second book in that series, via audio. They have a graphic audiobook for that series, and the best audiobooks I've ever listened to, honestly. Like, cannot recommend them enough. And I love those books in general, like peak enemies to lovers, and just fantastic world building and writing, honestly. I knew I was going to enjoy this. It's an adult romantasy. This is the stunning Fairyly edition. Again, most of my books are Fairyly editions, and this one is Norse mythology inspired. We're following Freya, who has some kind of like ability from a god, and she was prophesied to like end this war for another like king. So he basically forces her into marriage, but her and his son are falling for one another, let's say. So we have like forbidden romance a bit, also her kind of getting used to using her magic because she's kept it locked up for so long, and a lot of like war and action, and honestly everyone in this world is trying to kill her, like literally everyone. So it's very like tense, very fun, very action filled, and the tension and the chemistry between her and this king's son is so good, and I am just loving every moment of this book. It is such a good time. Highly recommend the audiobook. Absolutely amazing. I'm actually hoping to finish this up today because I'm traveling to London. So I'm going to finish this up, and I will also be diving into the second book. So technically I will be finishing this in May. But I'm including this video anyway. I will go on to the second book, which I don't own physically because I'm going to want to pick up the Fairyly edition. But that isn't available just yet. So I'm going to listen to the audiobook anyway. So I'm going to be starting the audiobook for the second book as soon as I finish this one, so that will also be getting read during the month of June. And yeah, cannot recommend this enough, guys. Honestly, so good. So that's kind of like all of the books I'm planning to read in June. I am so excited to be back in my reading era again. I'm just feeling really refreshed, excited about reading, and I just want to read, and it's such a nice feeling. It was rough there the first few months of this year, guys. It was rough. If you watch my other reading vlogs and like my life update videos, you know why. But now I am finally seeing light at the end of the tunnel, and I just have so many exciting videos I want to film. I'm feeling like really motivated with book content again. So if there is anything in particular you'd like to see from me, please do let me know, especially themed reading vlogs. Like I said, I'm currently working on the Shatter Me vlog, which honestly what I've filmed so far for that I absolutely love. I'm so excited to continue working on that, however long it takes me. And then I want to do the like summer romance vlog and any other ones. So if there is anything you want to see from me, please do let me know down below, and I will hopefully get to filming it. But I am just so excited to read all of these books. I feel like I have an absolutely amazing lineup of reads, and hopefully they're all going to be like 4 to 5 star reads each. We shall see. But yeah, let me know in the comments what books you guys are planning to read in the month of June. Do you mood read? Do you set a TBR? Do you use a TBR jar? Let me know in the comments down below, and let's chat June books, because I'm so excited and I'd love to know what you're reading as well. As always, I will link all of these books in the description box down below. I'll also leave a link to Fairy Loot's website if you guys were interested. They have a range of different subscriptions and special editions, and I absolutely adore Fairy Loot. I've been a long time subscriber, and yeah, I'll always rave about Fairy Loot. So I will leave a link to their website down below if you want to check them out. And then I will also leave a link to all of my social medias. So I have a Bookstagram, I have a BookTok, and I have a lifestyle TikTok account, which I'll link down below if you guys were interested in following me on any of those. I am becoming more active on all those platforms. I also have a Vinted where you can find lots of new books for sale, used books, special editions, and Bookish merch, and so much more. That will be linked down below as well. You'll also find a link to purchase one of these candles. I am currently a rep for Luna Bookish Flames candles, and I absolutely love them. I love to shout out a small business. They're just such a nice small business. Their candles are honestly incredible. Like, they have a range of so many different scents, different fandoms, officially licensed candles, and I just cannot recommend them enough. So I do have a discount code, which is VanillaMoon15, so you can get a discount. I will have that link down below as well, and I'll also leave a link to my Patreon, and that's where you'll find extra and exclusive content from me and early access to videos such as this one. You can also join us for our buddy read of Silver Elite if you would like to. But that is everything from me. I hope you guys did enjoy this video. I really hope you have an incredible June. You read lots of good books and just have such a fun time. And if it's summer for you, have an amazing summer. I'm very excited about summer. I just need the summer weather to return, please. But yes, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you're all safe and well. I hope you're reading lots of good books, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!